Another Mayor's Night In event brought Stamford residents to David Martin's office Tuesday to share their concerns with the city's leader. But the hot topic of the evening was the future of the city's animal shelter, with more than 20 residents and shelter volunteers showing up to speak on it. The termination of the city's former shelter director, who was allegedly adopting out aggressive dogs, has volunteers worried that the facility will be turned into a kill shelter. They say the former director was responsible for significantly increasing the adoption rate.
She was always above 90%. The majority of her years she was above 95%, which is no-kill strategy.
The volunteers have been circulating a petition promoting a no-kill facility to the city's Animal Control Center task force. Mayor Martin and task force members say a kill shelter was never the intent.
I'm very much in favor of the spirit of the no-kill policies, and in fact, if they'd presented me with the petition, I would have signed it too. I would like for the dogs and cats that are brought into the center or that we must pick up, that if they are adoptable, I would like to see us be able to adopt as many of those as possible.
But the mayor says it's important to consider all things, including public safety.
I'm looking for something that we in this community will be proud of, that will provide good care for animals and adopt them out, but will also not endanger the public with potentially unsafe animals that are being given to individuals.
Still, the volunteers have doubts.
We didn't really get direction any which way. A lot of it he did manage to state that finances would dictate that or could dictate that.
Volunteers also expressed concern about the 7-member task force. Mayor Martin says he purposely excluded anyone directly connected to the shelter, including employees and volunteers. Girardi says that's a mistake.
It's basically taking a group of 7 people that are working very hard and no fault of their own. They are clueless to the dynamics, the everyday shelter operations, and trying to reassemble, trying to go forward by deleting 9 years of history.
I wanted a truly independent group who could objectively sit back and figure out what the best answer was, which has its pluses and it has its minuses. They are not as familiar with the operation of the Animal Control Center as any of the employees or any of the regular volunteers, for instance, and that is a disadvantage, but I wanted that independence.
Stay with It's Relevant for more on this story. Reporting in Stamford, Samantha McKelvey.